Hello, it's Wilko Courts. Welcome back to another episode. Make sure you like this video and subscribe and all of the things. I have a boyfriend. I don't want to brag. He loves me. And we're just doing all the things. Yeah, well, I mean, like doing life and stuff. My boyfriend, as we've said before, just like your husband, they're normies. You know what I mean? They're not from the quote unquote entertainment biz. They haven't grown up in it.
No.
They don't understand things, but I love that because we get perspectives from them where they go, you know, what's a good idea? And we go, tell us.
So was born boyfriend ideas, boyfriend content. What are we calling it?
I don't know. We'll come up with something. I'll have to come up with some sort of jingle. Apparently, he said I'm not allowed to use any more secretly recorded content unless I come up with a jingle. So I guess if this goes to air, then maybe I've made a jingle. Anyway,
that's
so
funny.
We do have boyfriend content.
And we're gonna. That's a coverall. Like I know mine's a husband, but gee, he brings some boyfriend content.
Oh God, does he?
Yeah, he's bringing stuff that makes me go, oh, that is that's a thought that you had, and you're sharing with me.
Now, not everyone's a winner, so who knows if this will get published. But he was thinking at the gym again where he gets his best thinking done, which makes no sense to me because I don't do any thinking at the gym. I'm always like,
really?
I'm dying. Nah. On the treadmill, I can a bit. On the treadmill, I can a bit. If I'm just doing like a sort of not fully killing myself sesh at the treadmill, that's fine. But if I'm like actually working out, doing weights, I have to focus on doing the weights.
I get a lot of thinking. I'm like Farbs in this. Like I get a lot of thinking done. Overthinking, terrible thinking, bad thinking.
Oh, really?
I'm looking at my body in a mirror. I'm looking at the body in the mirror doing the weights. There's a lot of bad thoughts going on up there. But side note, how do you look on a treadmill? Because I the reason I ask is because
I feel attacked already.
That sounds bad.
How do you look, fatty, on a treadmill? How do you go on that thing? When you're clumping down it. How does that look?
No, it's because you're so tall. And I've always wondered what it would be like to be tall on a treadmill because I'm very short.
Yeah.
And my head is like basically where the tops of treadmills are. Like I can't see over like those big gym ones.
Yeah.
I don't really see over the top of those. I'm like eye to eye with that.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, like, how does it feel to be tall on a treadmill? Like, are
you know what?
You're looking out over the world.
I've never really thought about it. I don't think it has a specific feeling. I do after I'll do an incline walk and I put the incline up to about an 8 or a 9. Oh
my God.
So
you must be so high off the ground.
No,
that's
actually,
crazy.
I have the same feeling what I think you have, which is like the machine is a little bit higher than me because I've got to it's like more of a hill.
Yes.
So
imagine that with me.
Like you must feel like
the treadmill's up there. Can't see how much I've done. What does that number say?
This seems really quite terrifying to you. But yeah, I'm glad you clarified. It's not just about me being a giant fat man on a treadmill, looking like every gym meme from the mid-2000s. Okay, so my boyfriend, he's been to the gym. He loves going doing his 45-minute HIIT workouts. He loves it. When I say he loves it, he hates it, but he comes back and he's super proud of himself. And he's always got thoughts. Yeah. This is just another thought from Fabs. Great. Here we go. What were you thinking?
So I actually think this about a lot, but I was thinking about it again at the gym. And it's something that a friend, Marina, once told me. And it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. That the oldest person in the world, like the world has what, 8 billion people now? 7 billion something?
I don't know the exact number, but sure, let's just say
like,
that.
Let's say 7 billion, right?
Okay.
And then the oldest person in the world, that is what, 120 something. If that person is the oldest person in the world, that person lived to see, quote unquote, 7 billion people get born. Is that how you say it? Like, to be born?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that crazy?
What's the crazy bit?
I don't think.
Like, this one person came before 7 billion people.
Oh, right. Well, no, they didn't. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
because
'cause
they
they're
are
the
the oldest.
oldest.
Yeah, that's true.
And like it makes sense, but at the same time, when you think about it, sort of doesn't. But it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are the first of 7 billion, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Could you imagine how terrifying that would be if at some point you're the oldest person in the world? First of all, I don't want to live that long. But if
you say that to me all the time.
But if I was, and then I think back and I think, oh, I've been in this planet, and since I was born, another 7 billion people, they were born as well. That's pretty
But
crazy.
you might be that person.
I can guarantee you I won't.
What do you mean?
I don't want to live that long.
But you might.
But I won't. I have liver and kidney problems.
But you might.
You're so positive believing that he might be the person who lives that long.
He might be. I don't know.
Let the man die. He wants to die. Let the man go.
He doesn't. Look, we both agree that we don't want to live forever. You know, I don't want to live. And maybe we were like encouraged by that song not to live forever. So his premise is that the oldest person alive today was the first out of 7 billion that are now here, right? And it's an interesting thought. I don't think.
I mean, I get it. Like, I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I don't think the person who's the oldest person alive has ever considered that. Like, I think only people who are not the oldest people alive are thinking that way. Like, I think a 120-year-old person in, some, let's be real, like Asian country.
It's always an Asian country because
it's always an Asian country. They're healthier. They're doing it right.
They have a better life. I don't understand what they're doing, but they're fucking nailing it.
They're nailing it. Or is it something to do with the squat? Because there's this man who's from an Asian country. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say which one because I'm not sure which one.
Yep.
He is always, like, doesn't matter what time of day I drive past, by the way, but I always see him there. Like, he must spend his whole day there. He's always doing the Asian squat, which everyone says is amazing for you. He's always doing that and smoking a dart. Like just down by the bus stop, my local bus stop. He's down in the squat smoking a dart. He looks about 95, but he absolutely isn't going nowhere soon. Like nowhere soon. So they're doing it right. I don't know how they're doing the darts and the squats, and that's what's making him live. But good for them. But this person, this imaginary, well, they're not imaginary, but I just don't know who they are.
Yep.
But this person who we don't know, who's 120 years old or whatever, doesn't think about that aspect, I don't think. I think they would think about the fact that they've seen a lot of shit, like they've seen the world change. When you think about, like, if I think about my granddad who died when he was 93 or like almost 93.
Yeah.
He saw like phones, computers, wars, like depression.
Yeah.
He saw so many things. Like that is what you're thinking about. I don't think you think about the 7 billion people that you're older than. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I guess. When you've seen wars and stuff, maybe you're not thinking about this. I don't know. I also don't know how self-aware older generations are. Like, I don't know if they're looking inward all that much because they were like. I think the problem is maybe our generation looks too inward, maybe. And maybe we go into ourselves a little bit too much.
We gotta like swing back to the middle. We're all trying to look at ourselves and like better ourselves a bit too much. But then like older generations maybe need to better themselves at least a little bit.
A little bit, just
and, like look a little bit inward.
Yeah. But again, they're going to tap out at some stage. So I guess they're, whatever, que sera, sera.
Who is
the oldest woman in the world, living person is Ethel Carterham. Or Carterham, probably. She's a British woman.
Caterham?
Yeah, could be. She was born August 21, 1909. Holy shit, making her 116 years old. I thought there might be some older, but she's 116 years old as of late 2025. She lives in Surrey in England. She holds the record after the passing of a Brazilian nun in April 2025. There you go, the Brazilians. I tell you what, they last a long time.
Those Brazilians.
Yeah, so the oldest person ever verified to live was, would this be Jeanne? It's G-E-A-G. Is that Jean? I thought Jean didn't have a double N. Jean Calment of France, who lived to be 122 years and 164 days. She lived from 1875 to 1997. But then again, like you say, there's going to be a lot of people who from like countries that aren't really tracking this that probably live longer.
That's it. And you know, there's like that. They always have those stories of like, oh, tell us the secret to living long. And they're like, oh, champagne every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, honey, sign me up.
But you know when they do the news, you know when they do those news articles and they're always like, what's your secret? That's always when there's like a couple that's been married for a long time. They're like, what's your secret? There is no fucking secret, right? They just didn't. No. They either just like decided to just like, well, we hate this, but we'll just do it. Or they are making a secret up because they have to come up with something. And with the oldest people in the world, that's what they're doing. Because the last woman I heard that was like very, very old in Australia, they were like, what are you doing? She's like, I have a shandy every single day and all I like to eat is fish and chips. And I was like, both of those things not good for you, hun, but look at you fucking killing life. And I don't even know if that's true.
Well, and the thing is, sometimes I think it's actually just like there's no secret. They just didn't give a fuck what anyone thought. So she was like, I like fish and chips, so I'm going to eat them every day. Yeah. Me, all I'm doing is thinking like if someone knew I ate fish and chips every day, I would be heavily judged, so I can't eat fish and chips every day. And like if someone knew that I drank a shandy every day, I would be heavily judged, so I'm not going to drink a shandy every day. Or at least I'm not going to tell anyone about it. But like I just don't think these people cared. Like I think they just lived their lives and they then happened to live till very, very old. But this Ethel lady, right, who we found is the oldest, at least on record. Yeah. So she's 116, born in 1909. Now this is where my head goes, not like your boyfriend who's thinking about her being the mother to 7 billion people. This is where my head goes. I put in Google what big events have happened since 1909, right?
Oh, shit, yep.
She has lived through the World War One.
Oh, shit.
Russian Revolution, Great Depression, Cold War, decolonization, Civil Rights Movement, fall of Berlin Wall. Then you go to like, well, there's obviously World War II as well. They just didn't list that. And then you go through like all the tech stuff.
Yeah.
Aviation. She was there for bloody planes becoming a thing. The nuclear age, the computer age. She's seen the World Wide Web come into effect, and now she's seeing the World Wide Web get taken away from 16-year-olds in Australia. Medical advances, women's suffrage, rise of mass media, globalization, assassination of JFK, moon landing, invention of the internet, la, la, la. Like, she's lived for all that. Do you think she has a phone? Like,
I don't think she has like a mobile.
That's crazy. That's crazy. My granddad had an iPad when he died. That's how I used to catch up with him. We'd email. He'd email.
Oh, that's so cute.
Because he didn't have very good ears, you know. So like picking up the phone.
Right.
Once grandma died, she did all the talking on the phone. Right. Once she died, it was over to email on the big iPad.
And look at him, and he was evolving. You know what I mean? Like he was evolving.
He loved
He wanted to keep progressive, and he wanted to keep moving forward. Yep. Probably still didn't love gays or women having a vote, but you know, like,
do you know what? He was actually fine with all that.
Was he? Oh, good for him. Yes. You know what I mean? We need more people like him.
We had a gay in the family, just one. One.
Just one. That's
but
every family needs one.
We did have the one gay in the family, and you know, we had to be open to that, and they were pretty good about it.
Yeah, because they made that choice. You know what, Ethel? With all the things that she's seen, do you think the thing that's like stuck with her the most is planking? Do you think?
Absolutely. Who could forget planking? Who could forget that phenomenon? Planking everywhere.
Because planking, like, it stays with me that was a thing.
Do you know what stays with me? The rise of parkour. Like, I wonder when I'm 116 and you're 160, well, you'd be 100, well, you'd be like 120, and we're laying on our deathbeds together, holding hands.
Like the Notebook. Yeah.
Well, Farbs has already died. He took himself out.
Of course, he took
He
himself
didn't want
out at
any more of your
80.
shit.
He's done.
He's trying to tap out. But we're laying there and we look to each other and we just go, remember planking and parkour?